Good day. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be on the face of the earth. This Celebrities Cast building and construction themed reality TV show to be known as Celebrity Build and funded to be called #CCB, which will be going on live TV and online broadcast before the end of March 2021, was thought out to practically solve some major socio-economic problems in our country, Nigeria, and other African nations. Please watch the 2-minute video concept with the animated face of one of the show's principal coaches and a UK, US, and Nigeria certified and construction experience rich building expert, engineer Babatunde Faleye, of one of Africa's most respected building and construction training institutes, www.ulda-edu.ng, with annual training funds from NECA, Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSETF, in conjunction with the United States Africa Development Foundation, USADF, with on-campus, state-of-the-art tools and technical support from globally recognized brands like Bosch and Grohe to skill up young Nigerians and upskill construction artisans, including the lovely faces of the celebrities who have already signed to cast in the reality TV show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pioneer class of ULDA Celebrity Build reality TV show, where you'll in 3 weeks be taught how to 1. Read basic survey plans, architectural, mechanical or plumbing, and electrical drawings. 2. Learn basic construction carpentry, masonry, domestic electrical installation, plumbing, steelworks, and finishes skills, so you can know step by step how to put up a house from setting out to roofing. You'll be divided into 2 teams of 3 males and females each. Each team will be paired with a gang of competent building artisans to each build a 3-bedroom bungalow to be won by 2 of the highest voting viewers from amongst the millions who will watch across Africa that will start voting youth out from week 4. Best of luck to you guys.
This reality TV production, apart from its celebrity-driven and viewers' participatory entertainment value, is also meant to enlighten an average middle-class person on how to own his or her own home through the invaluable opinions, advice, and counsels of experts who will be weekly guests in the celebrity house and at the construction sites. Very importantly too, and indeed this is the primary reason for this production, to let many young persons realize how interesting and financially rewarding it is to learn building and construction skills.
If you think your business or any interest you're associated with can benefit by associating with this production, please send a SMS or WhatsApp message to our marketing consultant, Festus Adebayo of Housing Development TV Show on +234 8166 570090 or the executive producer on +234 8080 806686.
ULDA and you, a partnership of real estate wealth creating empowerment. Who we are. We are fundamentally in the human capital development and property wealth democratizing and empowerment business. We do this through skills empowerment, facilitating building and construction skills training for youths and upskilling trades artisans, property wealth, organizing locals and diasporans to create real estate wealth through micro investment schemes. You can see pictures of our estate under construction inside the Bluestone Garden City. Bluestone Garden City on way of Father Road off the popular Mowe pedestrian bridge junction on the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. You can go there, visit, touch and feel the elegant homes built by alumni and trainees under the mentorship of well-experienced faculty of building experts. Our cooperatives, the ULDA cooperatives, London and Lagos, owners of the ULDA cooperatives estate inside the Bluestone Garden City on Mowe Ofada Road, off the Mowe pedestrian bridge junction of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, are the original microfunding property wealth creating laboratories to experiment what small real estate investors can achieve when they collaborate their contributed funds with the expertise of our faculty. We, the 2 strategic organizations that specifically formed ULDA Media Limited, have competencies, acknowledged global competencies in the areas relevant to this production that we are bidding you to invest in. And we have got copyright registration certificates across the world. So you are investing in competence, you are investing in legal protection. This is very interesting. Why ULDA Media Limited and CCB came into being. Why would a construction Training Institute want to be involved in the production of a reality TV show that speaks to demystifying the building process and making an average Nigerian youths or adults, indeed Africans, where providing adequate and quality housing infrastructure are so deficient. Why would we want to go into the production of a reality TV show? And why are we using this opportunity to encourage you to invest in this production? In 2018, after securing the first sponsors account to freely train the youths and upskill old-fashioned artisans, our leading parent company from whom our name ULDA originated discovered that many of our youths are not enthusiastic about learning or acquiring building and construction skills. Even when skilled construction carpenters, bricklayers, plumbers, domestic electricians, steel fixers, and mid-level construction site supervisors or managers are daily sought after by homeowners and office managers who need competent maintenance technicians, or by estate developers and small and big contractors or companies delivering housing infrastructure projects. The above 2 years ago, and also our quest to further democratize home ownership and property investment opportunities for low-income and middle-class Nigerians, home and abroad, has the unique collaboration between the cooperatives and the faculty shows evidentially in the ULDA Cooperatives Estate above, instructed our decision to use an engaging edutainment media platform like this reality TV show to entertain and knowledge empower the viewers. You should buy into ULDA. CCB is a unique construction-themed reality TV show which creatively leverages the popularity of known celebrities with more than 20 million cumulative Instagram followers. Unlike the last reality TV production, which was cast from its beginning by ordinary characters who later became celebrities through the production, CCB will be cast by known celebrities who have more than 20 million cumulative Instagram followers, and that in itself speaks to the fact that many of their fans and many viewers across Africa and in our diaspora will be glued to the production. CCB is the first reality TV show designed to weekly reward lucky viewers with the products and services of its building materials sponsors and advertisers.
All right, it's the midweek edition of the program Summit. My name is Banji Busari. Of course, as usual, you've been exposed to ULDA, that's a building and construction reality show. And incidentally, the personality behind that package is right here with us in the studio. We're discussing something different, but of course, it's a double advantage for us to have the man who will just relay this message, and then having him here again to talk on national issue. Yes, it's the midweek edition. Of course, we'll give it to you hot and fresh, serving you hot and fresh, because we actually update you on what's trending nationwide. Yes, let me bring to your screen my guest today. and there is no other person than the person I just spoke about, Mr. Agbala. But of course, a man with many parts. Talk of construction, talk of real estate, talk of several other areas is there. In the media, is very much, very strong too. It's my pleasure to have him here with us on this edition of program, sir.
Thank you very much for the privilege of being on your side.
It's our pleasure to, and like I always say, you add value each time you come. I'm sure today is not going to be different. So we are honored to have you here on this edition. You want to speak briefly about that, the reality show, just a minute. I mean, it's a privilege having you right here in the studio.
Celebrity Come Build is a reality TV show that is conceptualized to attend to some fundamental problems in our society. One, many may not know that I started a building and construction training school about 4 years ago. And since 3 years ago, we've been having good funding from major entities like NECA, like Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, like United States African Development Foundation, and yet our youngsters are not turning up for training, even when we have scholarship funds to train them, and some of these funders are even ready to be giving them stipends. They are not turning up.
Our youth are not turning up.
Our youths are not turning up because they don't see acquiring building and construction skills as being sexy as relative to wanting to be OAPs or want to do music.
Or music celebrities.
That's number one. Number two is that in most societies that I've lived in apart from Nigeria, middle class people usually flow into a system that empowers them, or flow into a system that empowers them to be able to acquire real estate assets, own their own homes, and all that. In Nigeria, we don't have a robust mortgage system. So I have devised, about 3 years ago, I went to England to encourage my friends in United Kingdom to form a housing cooperative. I started a housing cooperative in Lagos, and these micro investors, the ones in Nigeria contributing only 10,000 naira every month, they now own an estate. And you know what? We are moving into another estate now where we are delivering units for people who don't earn more than, say, 50,000-60,000 naira a month to own 2-bedroom semi-detached houses, not more than, say, 4 million naira.
In this country?
In Greater Lagos area. A project is ongoing now in Magbon, off Itaoluwo, by PZ Cousins in Ikorodu, Ogijo axis.
4 million naira.
4 million naira, 2-bedroom semi-detached house. You park 2 vehicles in front of your house. It's, the model units are already. So this Celebrity Come Build reality TV show is built around us. We've signed on celebrities like Mercy Aigbe, Nino Lowo, and co. We are doing this reality TV show, one as an entertainment reality TV show, but it will be a fantastic and potent platform to speak to encouraging youths to acquire building and construction skills, because they will see Mercy Aigbe leading a group of construction experts to build a 3-bedroom bungalow from setting out to completion. They will see the Nino Lowos of this world. Now, apart from the entertainment side of it, we are also using it to approach an average middle class person, that you can get into some social enterprise schemes to empower yourself in the direction of home ownership and real estate asset acquisition.
So what can be better than this? Of course, he has laid it out as always. In that package, for those who have actually watched over time, they know that there are lots of opportunities. And here we are, the promoter of that idea is here telling you again. Unfortunately, say Nigeria, the youth are not actually keen into this. This is a very rare opportunity, let me say. And he is here to drum it into our ears again. A lot of graduates, a lot of school leavers are out there crying for job, white collar job. But this is a great opportunity to actually be tapped into. Well, I hope our youth are listening, and I hope they'll key into it. Well, today on the program, let me say Jumake is on an assignment. He will join us next week. So Jumake, wherever you are, I wish you the very best. Nigeria is a country in search of solution to her insecurity problems. We are always discussing that. We have convoked several summits, yet no solution has been found. Of late, a new idea is actually emerging. How strong, how realistic, how applicable that idea is to our problem is what we're actually here to dissect on the program today. Yeah, it was Sheikh Gumi a couple of weeks ago who actually met with the bandits in the far north, the north central part of this country, and came out and said, after speaking with them, the solution for him is for Nigeria's government, that's the federal and state government, to actually seek a kind of dialogue with these bandits, that not all of them are criminals. Now, after seeking dialogue with them, the solution will be found to our insecurity problems. Of course, a lot of Nigerians attacked and came up with a lot of indignations, a lot of condemnations to that suggestion. But yesterday, our governors, that's under the aegis of Nigerian Governors Forum, have actually stamped, or let me say endorsed, that idea that dialogue alongside the security efforts would actually lead to the solution to this solution to insecurity in this country. So we are here examining that option. Is that really a way out of our problem? That's insecurity. My guest, Mr. Agboola Oba. Well, I'm sure it's no longer news to you that NGF, that's Nigerian Governors Forum, has, under the leadership of the governor of Ekiti State yesterday, said that the bandits may be engaged in dialogue to actually seek a solution to insecurity problems. What's your take on this?
Oh, it was the same yesterday that I watched him whilst he led the delegation of governors to visit the governor of Niger State, that he said the bandits must not be the nomenclature that we call the bandits should no longer be euphemized, should no longer be over-sanitized or romanticized by calling them bandits, kidnappers, or whatever, that they are terrorists. And you know what?
Of course, he says they are the remnants of the terrorists who are ravaged.
He said they should be called in their right title, terrorists. And you know what? The international community, the body that collates the effects of terrorism across the world, has rated Boko Haram. Now that the Nigerian authorities are gradually owning up to be the main organ forming splinters across the country, has rated Boko Haram to be the second most dangerous terrorist organizations in the world, or the organization in the world that kills the most persons. So I'm sitting there thinking, those who are in government, essentially from the president to the governors, indeed the security chieftains, they are profoundly confused. And when you are confused and you feel like a sinking man, every straw becomes a hopeful lifesaver for you. So I'm not shocked that they are also factoring in negotiating with the terrorists on this occasion. No, I'm not. Sometimes you can rightfully diagnose the problem and yet be so inadequate in many respects, intellectual, material, and other reasons, be inadequate to properly combat the problem that you have rightfully diagnosed?
Okay, one of them, also, let me say, a prominent member of the NGF, that's a governor of Kaduna, a couple of weeks ago, actually did come out and say it is not realistic for someone who is used to maybe a luxurious lifestyle based on maybe the increased income. He was using the model of a herdsman whose income may not have exceeded 200 or 300,000 in a year, who is now probably getting millions in his bank account. How do you talk to such a person? He was actually talking rhetorically to come back, to abandon that lucrative trade, to go back to the normal trade where he was used to getting maybe less than $500,000 in a year. So how realistic is it? Even though I know you are not really a security expert, but you are well informed enough to actually give an opinion on this. How realistic do you think is it for us to
Let's put the remark of Governor El-Rufai, let's put it in context. The only governor in Nigeria who has once openly confessed or stated that indeed he went outside the territory of Nigeria to go and give money, lousy amount of money, to these criminal elements, these terroristic characters, give lousy amount of money to them to placate them not to be ravaging Nigeria anymore. The only public officer in Nigeria who has ever acknowledged and has self-confessed that is El-Rufai. Abi?
That's true.
Now, he must be speaking from a position of empiricism, practical, having done it, having collected the result from it, and knowing that it's an exercise in futility. Abi? The governor of Ekiti State has never stated that he has done it before. The federal government always professes that whenever Nigerians are kidnapped and they are released, that they didn't pay a shishi. Abi? But we know that those who run the criminal enterprise of endangering their own lives, wasting their valuable resources, bullets and co, to go and kidnap, or to go and they don't do it just for the fun of it. They are not running a charity of a sort. And yet the federal government always claims that those releases were made as a result of mutual understanding, no pecuniary, no financial, this thing exchanged hands. But El-Rufai had once openly confessed to even going outside Nigeria to the citadel, organizational and operational citadel of these characters, to go and pay them that they do not attack his state anymore. And yet his state is one of the most afflicted as we speak. You see, fundamentally, our problem is that we don't have leaders who are up to that title. From the president to all the governors, they are totally disconnected from the reality of this polity. Totally disconnected. And I would rather believe El-Rufai, who has tested the idea that they are now putting on the table. He has practically tested it before by paying into it. And yet
if you cite the example, or if both of us agree that El-Rufai has done it before, we are equally aware that even the governor of Katsina, that's Aminu Masari, has equally actually engaged the bandits, the kidnappers, but actually having dialogue or discussions with them over time. Now, Why would people like that, members of NDA who have had such experiences that have failed to work, still actually agree to this new idea?
When you belong to a group of people who are confused and different ideas are coming, just that you don't seem or you don't portray yourself to be the iconoclast or the anti-establishment person, you will also, but those ones, is it only the governor of Katsina? What about the governor of Zamfara that has now turned practically, he has now turned practically into the facilitator and the negotiator for the bandits, even when his own state and Katsina are still ravaged by the untoward phenomenon. These are confused human beings.
You say they are confused. For a lot, some people may disagree with you, but before I actually continue, let's go for the commercial message from our partner. That's a Boundless.
My own name is Adekunle Olalekan Afod. Una don't know me tey now, no be today. All right, wetin we dey do for Boundless? Now you say we are dealing in properties. We sell lands, we sell houses, and you know why we are different from others. We say the thing wey we dey do, we dey make everything easy for our people wey dey Naija. You know, say a lot of people they get shikini money, they won't get land, but then they look, say how this money go fit buy land. That's why Boundless, we came up with this idea that you can just give us money, instrumentally, and you get your land at ease. You get the allocation at ease. Anywhere where you want the land, we get for Shimawa, we get for Ebafo, we get land for Port Harcourt, we get for Ibadan, we get for Abeokuta, we even get for Abuja. You dey wonder say how we go dey take do am wey be say we fit dey pay instrumentally. That is why we are Boundless. Boundless, we wan make things dey easy for people. You know say Nigeria these days things wan hard, one kind, and if you never build a house, if you don't hold a house or a land or property for yourself, my brother, you never achieve. For this country you never achieve. If you born pikin, if you dey travel, if you don't marry, and you never get property, you never get anything. That is why we are telling you to partner with us. Partner with us anytime, any day, and you will never ever regret it. My own name is Adekunle Olalekan Afod. I tell you say na me be their brand ambassador. I know say una no fit doubt me. As una no fit doubt me, that make me carry my face. They show una say I am with them solidly. We dey sell these things, and anything with my name dey, with my face dey, no mago, no ojoro. Just call, you fit even call me or for my social media handle. Just talk to me, say you need land, you need property. I go tell you how you go take do am. Partner with us, you will never regret it.
Oh yes, you're welcome back to Still Summit. We're discussing dialogue. Is it an option? Is it really a solution to these security challenges that we are confronted with in this country? My guest has been Mr. Agbola, of course, a public affairs and somebody who's well informed on several issues. Sir, I was just wondering, it was only yesterday that the new service chiefs were screened at the National Assembly, and one is wondering, what templates, what new ideas are they actually bringing to the table? Did the governors consult with them? Or are they actually acting independent of the service chiefs? Or what could have informed that? Would service chiefs also key into this?
Let me use this opportunity to enjoin anybody watching this program this morning to, if you come from any of the villages, towns, areas and regions or states under the affliction of these characters, you must now be organizing autochthonous indigenous solution for your security. From the presidency to the service chiefs to the state governors, they are confused. There is no idea on the table that Bola Oba, as at this morning, believes that he can protect my life. Just like in Lagos at the point, people devised the mechanism of protecting themselves by making 1 or 2 or 3 streets gated community, engaging their own private security architecture or infrastructure. It has become imperative now, especially for people in southern Nigeria, to resort to self-help, because the north, look, let me shock Nigerians. There are about 4 or 5 days ago, a major security conference was held amongst 5 nations of the Sahel: Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Chad, Senegal. These countries have been so ravaged by Islamic fundamentalism, terrorism that is perverting the face of Islam. Many of them are now as far as Agbara in southwest Lagos, Nigeria. Now, those countries, when they held their, many of you watching this morning may not know that there may not be a country called Mali anymore if France has not positioned 5,000 French soldiers are the ones keeping peace and keeping a semblance of a sovereign nation in Mali. Niger is just a wishy-washy country. Burkina Faso, parts of Burkina Faso lost also to terrorism, and these characters are arrogantly, sometimes from Mauritania, because of their light skin. I don't want to reduce it to a tribal this thing, but you know what? They are arrogantly coming southward, and Nigeria is their biggest prey now, especially northern Nigeria. As I'm talking to you now, 60% of those who call political leaders in Nigeria, who are originally from the north, whose ancestral and natal areas are from the northern part of Nigeria, 60% of them cannot sleep in their natal or ancestral villages. You are watching this morning, if you believe all the gibberish that these people are talking from the presidency to these governors, you are on your own. You better be organizing with your next neighbor how to protect, especially those in southwest Nigeria. Look at the situation in southwest Nigeria, it's so ridiculous. The total population of Benin Republic is not even up to the population of Lagos. The economy of Benin Republic is not up to the 1/3 of the economy GDP of Lagos. And yet, these guys will arrogantly kill people in parts of Ogun State, parts of Oyo State, are bought Benin Republic, but they dare not go into Benin Republic because Benin Republic has won, banned open animal grazing, and the security infrastructure of Benin Republic aggressively repels them. So they will bomb villages in Nigeria. Nigerian villagers will go and become homeless refugees in Benin Republic, but those characters cannot cross the territory into Benin Republic. Ghana assertively instructed the security infrastructure to take them out. They are flocking to Nigeria because the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I need not be shy to say this, is compromised and confused. Parochially compromised and confused, and you are on your own. That is the reality of our
Okay, did you listen to what you have said? Is more or less endorsing what the Minister of Defense said a couple of days ago, that people should probably resort to self, that they can defend themselves. Now, how do people defend themselves when they don't own AK-47? So I don't know. Would you advise people in your community to stand in the face of AK-47, or what are you suggesting?
Do you know that in most gated communities in places like Lagos, Ibadan, do you know that you buy arms to harm those who guide you overnight? You know what? We should be thanking some people in the north. We should be thanking the likes of the governor of Bauchi. We should be thanking the likes of the defense minister, because arrogance has made them to speak from the wealth of their hearts. You see, I learned something from the Israelis. When the Israelis are negotiating with you, especially a party to party, when the Israelis are negotiating with you, they pretend as though they are reasoning with those amongst you who are the doves, but they are picking the relevant information and materials for their ultimate decision making from the ox amongst you. Look, the governor of Bauchi, the minister for defense, they have told Nigerians the art of those who are in leadership in this country. They don't care about you, and they will rather call in favor of a certain group of people because of their cultural, biological, anthropological affinity than call on behalf of Nigerians. From the president of this republic, take it from me. So if you like, you can make it an academic exercise, whether you need to go and carry AK-47 or whether you don't need to carry AK. But you know what? In places like Igbokila, in places like the border villages and border towns of Nigeria, the people are now learning to find a way to defend themselves, because the governors of states like Ogun, Oyo, because they are now establishment boys being fed from the umbilical cord, the financial umbilical cord from Abuja, and don't want to be on the negative listen of the presidency, they would rather see their people die than do anything tangible than it's reality.
I start to disagree.
The reality is poking us in the face.
The first and the most important job of any governor is to secure the lives and properties of the citizens. I believe our governors are dedicated to that. They are committed to that.
They are so committed.
They may be overwhelmed.
They are so committed to it.
They may be overwhelmed by the problems on the ground. And because they have not succeeded in properly or totally security,
they should be forming parties to go and negotiate with those people. In fact, they should not negotiate with them as Gumi is doing in the wildernesses of Nigeria. They should go as far as Guinea. They should go as far as Mauritania, go to places like northern Mali, where even the aboriginal Africans of Mali have repelled those forces. So repel them that they are now running out of Mali and coming to Nigeria, where they see a body language that accommodates them. Death has a way of speaking truth to people, because no animal.
Must we all die before we learn the right thing, to do the right thing?
Are we not dying already?
All right, Mr. Agbalaba, thank you very much. I know you are so concerned. You are very, very much touched by what's happening in the country. So much so that you believe, the solution must be found, but that solution, I think, can be moderated. That is, the government, there's little we can do on our own as citizens to maybe resort to self-help. We need the constitution, we need the governance, we need everybody, all our leaders, to support us to be able to secure ourselves. Your last word to us in Nigeria. Are we, some people have said so many terrible things that this may lead to war, or this may lead to disintegration.
We are already in a state of civil war light. Don't let anybody fool you. Anywhere where you see people deliberately burning 2 or more houses at the same time, burning swaths of territories because they want to decimate your economic investment, especially agricultural investment, cocoa plantation, palm oil plantation, deliberately burning it. What is that? But you know what? The people in leadership in this country now are yielding to the necessary constitutional reform that will even help people to attain a degree of protection. So we are in a state now where governors.
Thank you very much. I'd like to sincerely, time may not permit us to go further. My guest has been Mr. Agbola Oba, public affairs analyst, and I know he's a committed, highly committed Nigerian. Thank you very much for your time, sir. There will be a solution. I'm very, very optimistic. My name is Banji Busari. We'll move on to Lahas now.
Owning a personal property is the dream and aspiration of many Nigerians, and delivering this dream is the specialty of Lahas International Limited, foremost real estate company and owners of Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate, Mowe. The estate occupies 125 acres of land, which is about 750 plots in an enclosed, dry and large expanse of land. The Chief Executive Officer, Lahas International Limited, Otunba Olayiwola Hassan, introduces the company and describes the estate.
Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate is part of Bluestone Garden City. In Bluestone Garden City, we have like 5 different estates. Every one of them starts with a Bluestone.
Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate, situated along the Mowe Ofada Road, possesses an ambience fascinating to anyone with a taste of class and who cherishes peace of mind. Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate already has a magnificent gatehouse which announces arrival into the fast-developing beautiful estate, and a dual carriageway with interlocking paved stones leading into the estate. Other facilities within the Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate that makes it livable and comfortable are the drainage facility, provision of water, good road network, electric poles, and a functional transformer, which is why some of the owners of the buildings in the estate moved in for settlement soon after allocation. The CEO tells us more about the facilities obtainable at Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate.
In the estate presently, we have the infrastructures like tar roads, pavement, electricity in the estate already, with a transformer dedicated for the estates. And then we have water already running. So it's a question of just buying a plot of land, build, and start enjoying all these facilities. Or better still, if you buy our 3-bedroom bungalow, it's already connected.
The good news is that within few months, Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate has recorded huge success by attracting serious buyers of land and houses, both locally and internationally, including a cooperative society called ULDA London and Nigeria. Some of the clients said they were motivated by the instant land allocation scheme and the genuine documentation.
I'm here at Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate, Mowe. I've just collected my location letter. I'm very happy today because it shows the genuinity of the land and the property. I got to know Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate Mowe from their advertisement, from their marketers. And I happen to have a friend living very close by, so I make a research and decided that it's a place that I like. I visited it, and like I said before, I've just collected my letter of allocation. The last property, they have instant payment and flexible payment. I made my complete payment at once. Because I paid outrightly, I was given 10% discount.
I started to know about Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate when I came to Mowe to attend a social religious function. And there and then I met with some of their marketers who engaged me in discussion about, buying into their properties. So I collected the pamphlet and I did my own individual research through some people that I know are into real estate. And I was convinced that they are genuine and sincere about the business. So a couple of days after, I decided to pay a personal visit to see the site, and I was able to also find out that a lot has been going on, and I think I decided to give it a trial. My reason for being here today, I took the advantage of the flexible payment plan, the estate, and here I am today to receive the necessary document to that effect and to also commence my construction on site.
We have bought properties within the space of 1 year, 50 plots for now to be precise, from Lahas Properties, the owners of Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate. And I would enjoin you to buy into these properties, as it has a unique opportunity of having a global CFO. In the space of this 1 year, we've put up 3 show homes for our cooperators to choose from. We've enjoyed the use of this landed property without any encumbrance. No Omonili had been here to harass us. We've had no issues whatsoever. One very peculiar thing about this property is that it comes ready with approvals.
Property documentation and allocation to clients is taken seriously at Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate. The head legal department further explains the process.
Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate, Mowe, owned by Lahas Properties Limited. You will be buying into a property that is covered by a global CFO duly given by the Ogun State government. I have a copy of this global CFO that has been given to the company in respect of the Bluestone Shelter Prime Estate right here in my hand. And afterward, clients are able to get other documents such as their receipt, their deed of assignment, their survey plan, and they will also be entitled to get a CTC of the global CFO I'm also holding. And apart from all of this, because the estate is covered by a global CFO, they are entitled to enjoy their property. They can come in and go in, and also their invested funds and also their properties are safe and secure.
Otumba Olayiwola Hassan, the Chief Executive Officer of Bluestone Shelter Prime.